Learn Brevo in 10 minutes. So hello guys and welcome back to today's video. In today's video, let's explore Brevo over here and show you guys how you will be able to easily utilize it for your email campaigns. Now, Brevo has several specific features that we will be able to use. You have campaigns, automations, transactionals, and conversations over here. We also have additional features that could help you, such as deals over here. Depending on your needs, of course, you have some CRM features over here that you will be able to utilize. You could also have some meetings over here, which will help you with your schedules, such as talking about your different email campaigns, so on and so forth, scheduling with customers, and depending on what you need it for. Then you could also do some calls very similarly with your meetings, of course. Now, we will be focusing on our email campaigns with Brevo. And the most important thing, or one of the important things that you need to have when you have or when you're going to do email campaign is your contacts over here. Now, the contacts is the people you will be sending your email campaign to. So, of course, it's very important that you have a lot of contacts. And if you have, or if you were using other platforms before that are for email campaign, or if you do have a list of contacts already, you could simply easily click on import contacts over here on the top right, which will allow you to easily import details to save you time. So you can import contacts such as people like leads, prospects, customers. You can even import companies, deals, add notes over here. You might be able to see or like click on the link over here to see what the import template would be. So that's something you could check out as well. You can also customize your columns over here depending on what type of information do you want to see. There's segments over here available, as you can see here, for targeted interactions. And of course, the companies, we saw that earlier. And you can even create landing pages for when people does click your link, you will be able to have landing pages, but I can't have that yet since I don't have a pro version or an upgraded version of our Brevo. You could create forms over here for the sake of getting details or getting more people to be listed in your contact list. You could create sign up forms, unsubscribe forms if you prefer, and profile updates over here. Now, these are some miscellaneous things that are important, but not the main focus of our video. The main focus is our campaigns over here. In the campaign, this is where we will be able to create our emails that we will be sending to a lot of people. We will be able to do bulk send. Also, you could also have or utilize WhatsApp over here, which is a really cool feature in Brevo. You're not really limited to email. You could also do WhatsApp campaigns. So let's get started. Let's click on create campaign over here on top right. And let's start our email campaign. So you can see here that there are different versions of campaigns. You can actually create SMS, WhatsApp, and web push as well. But let's focus on our email over here. Now, as you can see here, we're going to start with creating our email campaign name. So make sure that you name it very informative so that when you're monitoring it in the future, depending on what the purpose of your campaign is, you won't get confused on what that specific campaign is. So, for example, here promoting sale, just an example, it's very informative. You will be able to identify that that is the email campaign that I use to promote a specific sale that I have for my store. You can also have some A/B testing over here, which will do a test email wherein you will be able to identify which version of your email campaign works best. So there will be two versions of your email campaign, and it will gather data on which uh, type of email that you have sent or version will gain the best engagement. So going back here in our regular, let's click on create campaign and let's see the different things that we will need to set up. So the first things first that we will need to set up is the sender, of course. We could click on manage sender over here if you want to select a different email address. And you could even put in a new name over here. So let's say Caesar over here. It will show up over here as the sender, as you can see on the email preview that you can see. We can click on save over here after you're satisfied with that. Now we're going to click on add recipients. Now the add recipients over here are of course the people that are going to be from your contact list. Now as you can see, you could select from different segments if you prefer. You could also select from your current list. And you can also click on additional settings such as don't send to unengaged contacts. So if the or the contacts has not engaged with you yet, it will no longer send to them. And you can also specify here people you don't want to send to. You could also add some filtering over here, like a condition to people who will be receiving your email. So maybe if you want people to specifically receive this email are those people who are currently in the deal section or a specific SMS. So anyway, after that, as you can see, for a free version, you will be able to send to 300 emails. And after this, click on save. Now, after that, of course, you're going to add a subject to inform people of what you're doing. So you could use an AI generator here to help us with our information. So let's say I will be, or let's say this newsletter will be about the sale on my store. Then we click on start over here to help us with our subject line. And then click in. There we go. Don't miss out exclusive sale insight. And then you can also do some preview text over here. So we can just put test for now. And click on save. Now we will now be designing our email content. As you can see here, there are layouts that you could use. There's also templates, got the gallery over here for a more visual approach, as you can see. And similarly to how you build websites, you can just simply click on use template on the specific template that you really like, and you will be able to be redirected over here. And this is where we will be able to modify, of course, our email content. This is where you're going to upload your logo, modify the pictures, put in the different information that you have, change the different links to the bottoms, or so on and so forth. You could also move stuff around if you don't like the arrangement. You could modify how they are arranged. You could add columns, you could add rows, you could add grids to make or to modify the appearance of our section over here. You can see here on the left side, you have our different blocks that you could actually add into your Brevo, such as, let's say I want to add my social media. I could easily just drag and drop it and double click on it. And now I could simply paste our different links available over here. We could also add more over here. We have a long list of social media icons or social media platforms that you could add into your social media links. You could do more modification if you click on a specific area that you want to modify. You can see here on the left side different things that you will be able to do. For example, for the specific text, I could modify our background, our layout, spacing, borders, content visibility, and so on and so forth. Changing the picture is very simple. Click on the picture and replace it. You could also insert directly from a URL. And you could also have some linking if you prefer. There's also an AI assistant over here. So if you're having a hard time generating information or a title, you could use it over here. As you can see, you could ask it to generate a title or a paragraph. You could also modify general styles such as templates over here, like a background image, a text appearance. You could modify those as well. You could select specific fonts to your liking, and you could also have some buttons over here that you could modify. You can also check it out on a mobile view since majority of the people right now are actually using mobile. And it's a general rule right now that we start designing with a mobile in mind. After you finish this, you could click on preview and test. And you could even send this to a specific people or to specific contacts. But this is what it looks like as you can see. Then you can click on send test emails if you want to see what it would look like upon or as a customer. You could put in a recipient over here, whether it's your own email or someone's email that you know or you have access to. You could send a test over here to see what it would look like. And if you're happy with that, we can click on save and quit. We will now have our design be saved and ready to go. Now, the next step is scheduling. Now, we could click on schedule over here and we could select which options do we want. Do we want to send it now? Do we want to send it later? Or do you want it to be sent on the best time? So, depending on when you want it to be sent, simply select the options that you choose and click on send or the button that will appear on the bottom right. And there we go. Campaign promoting sale is now ready to go and scheduled. And you will be able to monitor the recipients, opens, clicks, and unsubscribes for this specific campaign. You could easily modify it again if you click it, as you can see, and suspend it after you're done with it. So that's basically it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.